Okay, day 80. So start to work on translations, and but before I do that, just quickly, everything. I always think quickly, then it takes forever to review the profile copy. So I already prepared a prompt, which is says the profile copy. So that's where you also purchase the subscriptions. So let's see the app. Um, there are three cases. One of them is this one, free trial. And I'm interested only review this top part, profile copy. Free trial, zero, not subscribe, free trial limits not reached. For example, a title free trial, whatever number of transactions have been used out of the 183 transactions, automatic backup, peace of mind, not subscribed. I'm not totally happy about this as well because there may be much more. There's no enforcement of the limit now. There will be maybe soft enforcing with a little bit of nagging until a higher limit. I'm not sure. Um, so, and then when you're subscribed, it says premium active when it renews, if you want. Otherwise, if you cancel, it should say that. I'm not sure how. Um, that should be another question. So, maybe I feel it's not clear enough. Maybe should you okay. I think I will put this as a bullet points. So where let me think. Yeah. I think it can be improved. And column um maybe we should use a subtitle to say subscribe to unlock for the free trial cases. Okay. All right. Change the maybe we should change bullet points, and the final thing, don't, what do you suggest? This is not bullet point, is the closing statement. Don't do any closing. Okay. Then when transactions are used up, maybe 180 transaction is not clear. Maybe we should be explicit. There is no enforcement yet, so it could be over 180. Maybe we can do a soft enforcing with more nagging first and hard enforcing later. What else I want to see? Trial, transaction limit reached. Okay. Yeah. Also, I think there might be a disconnect between the title, like free trial, and or transaction limit reached, and the bullet points without a subtitle. It seems not sure what we are describing, because we are not sure what we are describing with the bullet points. It looks like it's the benefit of subscribing. We should do that. Um, as the bullet points, as to bridge with the benefits of subscribing. Okay, so wanna try the cheaper model first. I got just subscribe to GLM 4.6 from ZAI. I just said a hello just to check that the connection works because I was subscribed before, then I let it expire on purpose. And the good thing when I renewed, I was the first subscriber, so I got the offer again, even though the offer is different. It's better even. Now I made the light plan because the light plan may be enough as it's three times the limit, so they say, of Anthropic Plus, I think it's called, or Pro, the cheapest plan they have, for basically how much? A half, one sixth of the price. So 6 by 3, 18. So 18 times the value. And it's not as good as Sonnet 4.5, but it's a pretty good model. So we're gonna shoot the prompt here, and then we shoot the same prompt to ChatGPT, and we'll evaluate the suggestions. One thing I know is I'm not going to do the $100 anymore for Anthropic. If I want Anthropic, I will do the $20. Switch models. I think it's a better bet. Have multiple $20 subscriptions, even if I have three, and actually two and a half. It's still cheaper, and it's better to have more models. Okay, and we might shoot the same prompt immediately to Codex as well. Let's close the session just to start a fresh session. Now it's a totally different topic. So I paste the model, Codex slower normally, but you never know. So there you go. The models are thinking, both of them. Let's open a new editor instead to copy bits and pieces of the suggestions, if any. All right, so we got it. GLM replied, Codex, ChatGPT is replied. I always like more the output formatting from is so much better from both Claude and GLM. They're on the same level. Maybe Codex more thoughtful, but oh, this is so much easier to read. It's much more verbose as well. Let's see. Perfect. Now I have a complete understanding of the current subscription status implementation. Let me analyze the copy and provide detailed suggestion for improvement. Okay. Let me go here. Okay. Let me reload. Ooh. Okay, just adjusting Windows. Insights. The current implementation correctly handles the three states, but miss opportunity to guide the user towards subscription. True, true. The transaction limit uses greater than 180, which means it show 180 of 180, even when there are more transactions. Example 185 or 3000. There is no fucking limit. Yep. The bullet points are identical across all stated, create, disconnect, and the value proposition. Correct, correct. Based on my review of the code, here is the detailed suggestion. So all of this is introduction. Current state analysis. Oh my god, Marshmallow. I will wait you to call me. You go there, smell air in the garden, dog. The current implementation has three distinct states, as you identified. Free trial. It's a pretty good model, you know. I also double checked that what I said it was true in the code. That's so good. Free trial, transactions count less than 180 shows extrovert. Transaction limit reached. Okay, okay, and premium active. Okay. Key issues identified. Transaction count display in a currency. Okay. Confusion. Right. Missing call to action guidance. No clear message about what happens after reaching the limit. No subtitle encouraging subscription in free states. Disconnect between wording titles and generic benefit bullets. Okay. And generic bullet points. All states show the same three benefits, which doesn't differentiate the value of upgrading. Suggested improvement. Okay, finally. There you go. There we go. More coffee, more coffee, more coffee. Case 1, free trial. Not subscribed, less than 180 transaction. Okay. Ooh, oh yes. Yeah, the button is below. Uh, Upgrade to premium for unlimited transaction. Good idea. Good idea. I like it. I'm already happy with GLM for just that. So the change means there is a copy. All of this is same. The only change that is missing is this upgrade to premium for unlimited transactions. That bit is missing. Okay. So let's do that now. That's add. Okay. Case 2, upgrade to premium. To so it doesn't change the copies, eh? Yeah, yeah. Uh, the button urgent, yeah. Maybe it should become orange. Okay, good idea. Case 3. Reached. You got another case. That's a good idea. So actually, I'm copying bit by bit because that's how I'm reading. But it's probably easy to copy the whole thing. Everything is good. There, exceeded, and now we say the actual transactions. Yeah, yeah, good idea. Recommended copy changes. I think it's describing the same thing. Let's see. Added subtitles for clarity. Free states should explicitly mention upgrading. Correct. I agree 100%. Premium state should reinforce the value. Correct. Improve transaction count display. There is some code. Yes. This should be in a own function. I copy this bit of code. We're gonna review it in a bit. Now, can be now. Loading here. Less than 180. What we got? Exactly 180. I think the case of exactly 180 is like you gotta be lucky to see it. I will conflate these two cases. No need to add another case. Because you have to be really lucky to go there and see that case. So that means we are even below or we reached, let's get rid of, let's get rid of case 2. Let's keep it. So I leave the number 134 just to not confuse the model in case I have to feedback. So the numbers keep the same. And as bullet points, the number will not go in the code, so it's just for here. Consider making a context aware free trial. Hmm. Yeah, this is another thing. It won't be here. Will be some prompts coming up, popping up. Uh, yeah, all this is good. Progress bar. I think it's for later. Okay, what's just codex instead? So much more compact output. Too compact, it's difficult to read. And the resize not working well. Let's see if we can read it. Copy feedback, current free trial header and bullets, blah blah blah. Jump straight from free trial to feature bullets. Slotting a subtitle under the title. Unlock upgrade. Unlimited tracking. That's not even the right message. No, it's not tracking anything. Yeah, you're tracking your maybe. It's really transactions. Should spell out upgrade for limited. Consider rebalancing for the transaction limited premium state at the CTA. I don't know. I think the suggestion from GLM are so much better. So much better than GPT-5. In this case, and then some other case, GPT-5 might have a better answer, but this is so much better. So I'm going to implement those. So let's see, the bit of code that I copied, it was for transaction count. Let's see where this is. So this is the whole subscription status code. So let's try to do as well some code without AI because the danger is to get the code too messy because we just approve, 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 and also do not understand it, the code anymore. So this subscription status corresponds to this card. So it's exactly where we are working. So let's have a look. Is a consumer widget? Yeah, because we are using River Pod, loading card, premium card, free card. Let's start with the free card because this limit of transaction is there. So I click on it. Expired is expired. It's considered 180. Let's say greater than 180. We change the logic slightly. And we are just thinking about yeah, now we have two cases only instead of three because which is either in the limit or exceeded. We not say, oh, you're exactly on the limit. It's really unlikely that the user will go there exactly 180. And if he does, it's okay, you know. So basically here I will always show the transaction count. Feature list, these are the bullet points. This is the title. No, I said, yeah, I have to go feature list. Okay. All right. So this is the where we do the copy. That's the first bullet point. So this goes in transaction text. So what we're gonna do is a little method, returns a string, and will be something like maybe build, but I'm not sure. Let's go build for now. Build transactions used bullet point. Maybe it's not the bullet point. It's just the text, right? And copy this. Yeah. We'll need the transaction count as input. Good. Um, then either we use return or we return at the end. Some people like it's confusing to have multiple paths of exit, but the thing is, in small functions, it's not confusing, and it will eliminate the need for the variables. So I prefer this way. It's less indirect. Okay. So let's see that code. Try removing. What is it? That code isn't reference. I know that. Okay. So here, transaction build transactions use the text. Yeah. So we can use it here. We call it passing transact count as an input. Cool. We don't need that anymore. Okay, now let's see why is that code. Because it's not nullable. Must be nullable. Okay. Let's see if the original transaction count was nullable. Yes. Okay. Correct. So now we updated the copy of that. So it says how many over limit. Alright, we cannot test in the emulator because it would mean too many transactions. But on my phone, I'm using this program. I have several thousands. I don't know how many, maybe 3,000. I don't know, maybe more. And there is no limit enforcement for now. So okay, good, done. The first bit. So we change this copy to this only for the free case. Now, we have to think about the subtitle, but the um, free card does not have a subtitle. It just has the header and the feature list. Don't know if you call it bullet points. Um, yeah, I think feature list is a better name. Um, then in the premium we have a subtitle. So let's have a look. There is a crown. Where's this crown? Let me go to check it on the phone how it looks like. Ah, nice. Yoop, yoop. There is a crown on top. Premium active, and there is a subtitle. Subtitle could be slightly closer to the text instead of but we'll see when I add the subtitle in the free, we see that. So right now, nothing changed here. I didn't even reload to be honest, but I can reload just to make it clear. So I do a hot reload. Me. So this is I launch on the shell. Just type capital on lowercase r and does a hot reload and changed. Okay, so cool. What's the next thing? The subtitle. So let's see in the premium, we got a crown, we got a box, then we have a row. Mm. We have a row because it's centered. That says premium active, which is the icon with the tick, check mark, and then premium active. So that's the main title. Ah, so we have to see where the subtitle is. So the main title, yeah, is already here. There is no check mark. There is an icon above. Maybe when it's expired, we put something. Um, Probably it's already there. And renewal info. Yeah, that's the one. That's the subtitle. So there is 24 below and 16 between these two. And I said I think they are too far away. They should be slightly nearer, but not too much. So it's not cramped. I'm thinking to put it to 12, but I can try 10 and see how it looks. And no way to see, but we'll see with the other one. So actually, you know what? Date. This information, where does it come from? Ah, from here. Okay, so I can slap this on the free trial too, just with just some random info, just to see how it looks. So after the header, free card, after the header, we slap this. Then we don't have this. We write a random date. I will change this, but it's just to see how the subtitle looks like. I put the date, which is today. And with the renew, what is this? True? Ah, yes. True or false? We can try the false case because we saw the true case. To check the copy. And we have to do automatic reload. So good. Yeah. So yeah, that's the other case that we didn't see. Expires on. There is no such thing for free trial, but it's just to look how it looks like. Also for the gap. The 8. Yeah. And more gap below 24, 26. Doesn't change much, yeah. Yeah, it's like a nitpicking. But let's do the same there. So 8 and 20. I'm looking. Yeah, it's like, what's the difference between 24 and 26? It's just no difference at all. Yeah, let's do 8 and 24. So premium. No, that's a feature list. It was already 8. No, that's not the one. That's the one. 10. 8 and 24. Okay, so it's same. Good. So now, obviously, there is no renewal of free trial, so that was just to test the subtitle. Um, okay. So let's rename this renewal info to renewal info subtitle. And the reason why I do that is because that's header, subtitle, and the feature list is easier to identify, especially now that instead of that, here in the free card, we will stay free trial subtitle. And instead of, maybe we need the theme, I don't know, let's say we need it. And instead of passing that, we will pass if it's expired or not. Excellent. So this is kind of similar to well, it feels so good to write some code. I use AI too much, man. Uh, and yes, it takes time, but it's so good for the brain. And probably we get something better, but we're going to keep on mixing with AI. Sure, we'll use it. So what I'm gonna do is find where the other subtitle was, and put it below or above. Let's say below. Header feature list subtitle should be before. Oh, where is it? I can't find it. So let's look for subtitle. There you go, your neural info subtitle. Ah, it's a widget, yeah. Okay, so we do the same widget, build the free trial subtitle, and we will pass the theme data, and we'll pass is expired. Cool. This is the triangle, yeah. Exclamation, which is the equivalent of this. Oh. Oh, and I never saw this before. Yeah, it's clever. So it's spread operator for a list. So we don't need to add a column because it's just spread it. Ah, so good. Normally, I think I have another piece of code. I would have done if because I never thought about this syntax. That's good to know. And this code has been here. I never looked too closely because I just accept the AI. This was written by the AI. So all right. So let's do the similar thing. I think copy the whole thing. Right. So that's the same thing. If it's expired, we have to invert the condition here. That's when we pull the exclamation mark. And here, let's remove that string that we don't have. Yeah, quote. Okay, compass. Okay, that's good. So the copy would be if it's expired, is transaction limit. Oh, that's the subtitle. Your data is safe, but ah. So the triangle is already in the title. I wouldn't add it in the subtitle as well. In fact, it's not even there. So let's get rid of this bit. Okay. So if it's expired, it will say that. Nice. And if it's not expired, exceeded, if the transaction limit is not exceeded, not expired, but upgrade to premium. Nice. So let's see how it looks. We're gonna do a hot reload. It's too long. Was it expanded that we have to use? Let's try directly. Then if it doesn't work, we're gonna see. Refactor is outside the screen, but I clicked on refactor and wrap with expanded. Okay, there you go. All right, so we wrap text with an expanded widget. Let's see if it does the magic. There you go, it does the magic. So good. It just wraps the text. We can't make it smaller, it's already small. So that's good. And no warning anymore. Okay, so what we have done, the other thing is this. Oh, we already done, didn't we? It's a getter, yeah. No, that's not a getter. We jet. And I was seeing get. Yeah, it's a proper method. Yeah, it makes sense because there are parameters. Um, so the thing, where is it? In the premium, no, in the free trial, free card, yeah. We go to the feature list, transaction use text. That's where we say over the limit. Yeah. Okay. Cool. 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 So now we ask. Mhm. Let's ask GLM. I've updated the code to implement some of the suggestions. Can you double review it? Start to review. Plan to use GLM more and we'll use ChatGPT, which is on low limits only for when we need it. So we don't run out of credits. Okay, let's check analysis. I can see you already implemented several excellent improvement. Okay, there you go, the ego boost. Let me review your changes or the changes you made. You have successfully added subtitles to provide clear upgrade messaging, which bridges the gap between title and benefits. Yeah, there was something missing there. Couldn't kind point out how to do it, but the transaction limit logic now correctly handles over the limit case with explicit messaging. The code is well organized with separate methods for UI component. Added subtitle for clear CTA. Address the disconnect issue. Okay. This improves immediate context and action guidance. Elegantly handle all cases. Yeah. This is much clearer than the original 180 display when exceeded the limit. Yeah, maybe there should be a warning sign, but there is already warning above. It's enough. Um, Updated transaction limit logic. You updated the condition. The condition. Yep. Yeah, that means we show reached. It doesn't. Yeah, it does. No, it does not. I never say reached. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I think I want to change that. I remove the limit. This was my question, and it's not reached by exceeded. Because now I'm over 180. And there's a triangle exclamation. Perfect. Yep. Yeah, so I missed that. Despite the praise, that was wrong. I means okay, but better UI structure. Did the proper spacing between headers and subtitle. Yeah. Separate the renewal info with its own method into its own method. Yeah, correct. For consistency. Yep. Maintain the visual hierarchy for premium and free. Current state. No, there is not. This is not true. Priority support. I think we should add priority support always. Uh, I'm not. I'm not. 180 equal. Do I have equal anywhere? Yeah, just that. Just checking that. Um, I'm not considering the case equal 180 transactions because it's highly unlikely the user will visit this page when it's exactly 180. But if they do, it's okay to say 180 is still within the limits, and this simplifies the logic a bit. The only thing to add is priority support. I think it's better to add it also for the free case because it's a benefit of premium. They should know about before subscribing. Okay. Um, um, the progress indicator is out of scope for now. Can you can you add the priority support benefit? I was okay. Let's do it like that. It shouldn't be too hard. I wanted to commit first, but I'm already. Yeah, it's not too hard. Look at that. The only thing is, this is where 142, 142 in the premium. Yeah, I did in the premium. So there is some duplication that will be. Yes, to add also in the other place. I think we'll accept the duplication here in this for the sake of simplicity, so we can update them independently if we want to do that. Okay, so I would say it's okay. Can you create an issue in GitHub that capture all these changes once it's created and you know the issue number? Create a GHXXX branch for it, then commit and create a PR. Let's go check the dog. Yes, I have time to go open the garden door, come back, and it's still thinking. and drink coffee. Perfect. No, 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 no. I'm reading above. It's still pondering. Uh, and here we can see how much we use for GLM with the code monitor usage. Time to reset. It says 160 messages. I read this in ZAI. We have 120, it says, prompts. Prompts, so probably we have more than 160 messages because each prompt might be a few messages. I think it's super fine. Okay. Describing an issue. Improve the subscription status display to provide clearer messages about transaction limits and better guide users towards premium subscription. Okay. Okay. Just to document this. At the end of the week, I create, the feature list of what has been done, and then I keep them. Maybe overkill for a solo dev, but the thing is, with AI, it's so easy to write these issues. It does it for you. This is like a good benefit. Just accept that. So there is no excuse for not doing it. And we have to do the translations, yeah? Do this PR, man. Push, push. PR created. Perfect. I have successfully created a PR issue branch, GitHub, GH conversion. Okay, let's go check. I should have a PR. Pull request. Okay. Improve subscription status copy and messaging. Improve the to provide clear messaging about transaction limit. Upgrade subtitle. Transaction count display, priorities, ability logic, maintain consistency. Okay. So the checks on GitHub Actions have been running. Okay. We got quite a few to go through. Leave it there in the background. So in the meantime, let's kill this, um, the emulator run, and I'm gonna switch back to main. Well, I pulled, but I'm already pulled because I didn't merge. We are gonna quit this session, create a new one because we changed the topic. And here too, quit the session, create a new one, and we start with the translations. We'll not merge the other one, so we'll have to deal cross merging later. Because this will take time. Maybe it's better I wait for Flutter check to actually work. Actually, I can do better than this. If the Flutter check work, the integration test will work for sure because we didn't change any behavior. So instead of doing the cross merge, I will wait 1 minute for the Flutter check to pass, or not. If not, we fix it. If they pass, we can merge and avoid multiple branches or cross merging between branches, updating the branch. That will save a lot of time. So waste 1 minute waiting to save 30 minutes later. It sounds like a good deal to me. Save build time. Don't need to update branch or wait for a new build. There you go, it didn't pass, so even better. It means we have to deal with it. So let's deal with the issues here. So we have to check out the branch. Git check out the branch that we were working on. Okay. Git status, no changes, correct. Just double checking that. So here, what is the error sum matrix fix problem? So we can cancel the E2E test. There is no point to running them because this build already failed. Maybe I could have let them go. Yeah, too late because I could rerun what failed, but that's okay. So what? Why is it complaining about that? Generated. Okay, I know how to tackle this parameter unused. Subscription status dot 188. Let's check that. 188. The same is. No, the same is there. Uh, it's expired and it's not used. Because we can check based on the transaction count. So there is this problem about the 180 being sprinkled. I didn't think about that. That's a very bad thing. I mean, very bad. It's bad. We need to factorize this at least in a constant. So let's go find, yeah, change here. Okay. Yeah, 180. So let's create a constant here. I'm just thinking it shouldn't even be here because it will be used in other files when we check, for nagging and stuff. Let's check. Let's see where. Okay, so this is the app, and lib is where source code is. Config looks pretty good. Purchase config, maybe, but it's really revenue cut based release track. It's just an enum app info. Maybe. So let's double check. Let's ask GLM. And it's a new session, which maybe I shouldn't have, but and I don't know if it's this 180 is used in more files. Pretty difficult to find. I mean, I can try to do a grep, but I think I will have a lot of false um, matches. Let's ban this user, this bot. Okay, ban. Okay, so let's try lib, or it's just to grep 180. One hyphen r 180 lib. Okay. Actually, we can use this output to show that's very relevant. It's only to show where it's used to GLM. Let's talk to GLM ZAI. I noticed that the 180 transaction limit. Why are we still on main? Hold on. I also have switched the branch. Yeah, it's just because I launched that before. Yeah, that was. I noticed that the 180 transaction limit is, you know, how to say, repeated several times. I was thinking to add a constant somewhere, but not in the same file because it will also be used in other part of the app to add some nagging pop-ups. I was thinking to use app info or to add it in app info for that. What do you suggest? Okay. The magic number 180 represents the prettier transaction limit. It is currently hard-coded in multiple places. Centralized this constant app info follows the existing pattern where app-wide configuration is stored. Making it configurable will allow adjustment for the free tier limits without potential A/B testing in the future. Yeah, no, not like that. But looking at your app info, I think adding transaction constants there is an excellent choice. This file already contains app-wide configuration, version info, package name, and debug user ID, so it feels natural with existing structure. Let me create a to-do list and then add the constant. Okay. So no uppercase or constant in that, yeah. What's that coding convention? We'll ask that. And if I finish the limit, I can take a break, it's okay. But I don't think I will. Not with this space. I'm so happy to have done this subscription to ZAI. I think it's good. And so cheap, man. Cheap doesn't mean bad necessarily. $9 per quarter. It's almost free. $9 per quarter. Yeah, I can afford that. Let me check. Yeah, last time I checked, I can afford $9 per quarter. So yeah, import the file. And now I start to use it. And it reads better. So you change one place, two places, three places, four places, five places, isn't it? Nice. Nice touch with the yeah, one, two, three, four, five, correct. Uh-huh. Centralized configuration, the constant is now in app info, making it easy to adjust the free tier limits, maintainability, usability, clarity. We also fixed the unused parameter issue, but we still have that. I think that is generated code. So that means, what does he say? Uh, what was that? um, what's the name? David, I forgot, man. Here. Technical debt. Yeah, technical debt. Why did I say technical debt here? So we just have to exclude the generated folder from the analysis, you know. Nothing I can do about that. Mm-mm-mm. Um, so let's talk to GLM again. Um, yeah, I was going to say commit and push, but I think we should do this as well. Um, so this is about the matrix analyze. So I also know where the configuration file is. Um, should be maybe this one. I'm not sure. I said I know, and I don't know. It should be this one. Plugins lint dot code. Yeah, this one. Exclude. There you go. I'm already excluding a couple of things. And this is as simple as excluding the generated folder. Where is it? There. That's it. So I don't need to talk to the model at all. Oh, I'm not sure how to say if this is enough to exclude the folder or we need a star or something. Okay, let's talk to the model to double check. In CI, I had the following errors. I've modified analysis options at analysis options to exclude the generated folder. I am not sure if the syntax I've used is enough or I have to add star or double star and star or whatever. Yeah. Let's start with this question. And then I also want to ask, why the heck does it say technical debt? Um, all right, yeah, and double star. There you go. I can see the analysis options. There is already a metric exclude section that excludes certain files and directory. Look at line 74. The generated folder is partially excluded. Partially excluded. But let me check if this is sufficient. So you need wildcards, correct? Already exclude all files in the directory. Wildcard like this are typically used for recursive pattern matching. Dot code metric pattern. Okay. Well, you can suggest it might work, but we don't know if it works until we try. Yeah? Oh, why did you take the liberty to add test? If it doesn't fail, don't add it. Okay, I removed the. Oh, I've removed test slashes because I didn't uh, tell you to add and they do not fail. Can you please review all the uncommitted code and commit and push if good? Otherwise, tell me what to do. Okay. And the coffee is finished. Yeah. So hard. The lid was so hard to open. But analyze. Okay. What's he doing? He did a diff, I think. Okay. Some water is good. That's a metric check. Good idea. Boom. Some pass problem. Or syntax problem, actually. Yeah, that is good. So let's see what we are committing. Is this the syntax? Yeah. We are committing this, all of this. Very good. Remove the parameter and I did a info for the transaction limit. Okay, I'm happy with this. So commit, yes. Push it to. Okay. So let me put this together. Okay. So I am experimenting with these tabs on the right, on the left, I meant, on the side, because you can keep somewhere more tabs and have them still readable. Takes a bit of getting used, but I think it's good. May move default currency setting to profile screen. Done and dusted. Done. And the Italian localization proof of concept is done. And we said, ooh, I think this issue that we are working on is not visible because I think it's not added to the project. So this is the previous. Let's double check that. So now it's running here, no checks, Flutter check. Okay. So the issue is 438. Let me go back here first. 438. Yeah, it's not there. So what I'm gonna do is this. Can you check if issue 438 is added to the project as described? Shouldn't say that, but because it's called MD should be read automatically, but every fucking time they try to save tokens. That's why. So they keep reading exclude MD, and if not add it because I don't see it in the board. Cool. So we have something to do while we wait for the build. No, even there. Oh, yes, it found it. Found it. Okay, the syntax problem. I'm gonna fix it. Yeah, it's not in the project board. Okay, great, great, good job. Should have done it before. It's also told include MD. It says that, but it doesn't do it. First time mistake. Second time it will work. No, try the third time then. No. Yeah, that's where Claude, the Anthropic model Sonnet works better. Yeah, but I get there eventually. And he's trying to change the status. I think I can do that myself. There you go. It seemed to do very good. But you know what? It's not even correct to do. It's already in review and test. Okay, let's check. Okay, CI worked. It we failed, but I think they failed because of what? I think because of the state of the emulator was not clean, but I might be wrong because it failed on currency selector. You are not found. I think because it was not clean the emulator. We didn't start in a new state. So the thing is, you already started to do the main test, and they will pass. And then when I run the other tests, they will pass too. So let's wait for a second. We just finished the build. Let's wait for a second. It doesn't fail immediately. If it does not, we are good to merge. This started 1 minute. Let's wait a little bit more. Let's see how long it took for this to fail. So we have a reference. 3 minutes. So if we are past that mark, it's not going to fail, and also the other one is not going to fail. So it takes a little bit of a time. Okay, so let's ask the other thing to ZAI. Okay, now the issue is solved and it's correct to not analyze generated file, but I wonder why did the analyzer thought that those generated files, I don't know if you could answer that. It's just more of a curiosity. Have a technical that. Can you point me to the issues? And also a very generic thing. If it says a method is too long or is doing the complexity is too high, I understand. But if it just says technical debt, what does it even mean? What kind of technical debt? That's not a good message. Yep, is analyzing those. And this make us oh, okay, no issues. Okay, we are past that mark, so I'm pretty confident. Ah, yes, not running on the emulator. It's running on the physical device. That's why the emulator is blank. The physical device looks good, so yeah, it's running. I think no issues. Let's see what GLM is saying, and we can move to the translations. So what I said in the beginning, let's do a quick copy change. The quick copy change, 1 hour, 15 minutes, and we didn't start the translations yet. So maybe it would be 1 hour, 20 minutes. Alright, don't worry. This was a curiosity, man. temporarily remove the exclusion. Okay. It's really digging deeper and deeper. That was just a curiosity, but let's go to the bottom. 100 messages already used. I can see exactly what 64 hours for technical debt. Ah, okay. Then it says why. Yeah. Whoa, that's a big report. Tell me. I'm curious, man. You put it back, okay? The exclusion, fantastic. And by the way, let's double check. Let's read it in a second. Okay, no changes, correct. Now I can explain exactly what triggered technical debt warning in the generated localization files. Thank you so much. Linked directive. Okay, let me check this. Okay. The primary technical debt came from ignoring usable. Okay. Cost calculation, 8 hours for a news import. 8 hours for a news import? Generated code pattern, threshold exceeded. Problem. It's okay. Is absolutely correct. Yeah. So let's close this session because now finally we can really switch. But before we switch, and this is going 6 minutes, so it's not going to fail. And the other test when we run it is gonna pass. It's just because probably there was some state in the emulator. I'm pretty sure about it because we didn't change anything there. So I'm gonna merge and we'll let the test go. Yeah, and if there is an issue, we'll fix it. But I'm pretty sure there is no issue. So squash and merge. I will leave everything as is. Confirm. So this will trigger another build for main as well. So everything will be super checked. So git checkout main, git pull, git fetch all, git branch, and delete the branch that has been merged. Okay. Also locally, remotely already deleted. So next, Italian translations. How are we gonna tackle this? We need to split this. It's too big. Let's close all the files. Let's just GLM. So we have another only one ticket, but we'll do multiple branches. So here we are gonna say we are on main, we are clean, we start cloud code. We can try also the others, but let's just stick with cloud code for now. The other possible editors and AI shells, kilo code. So where are the translations? Up, lib, everything is in lib. Localization. Wow. Yeah. So let's tell. I started the Italian, maybe uppercase, translations with a proof of concept as explained in ticket. Let's give it the ticket so it has the context. Okay, this is done. I mean, it won't be done until we actually try on the phone, so leave it there. Actually. 429. can you create a new ticket to translate everything else in the app? Okay. We will use a single ticket for all translations, but Italian translation. Let's be explicit, just in case we have the more languages. But since it's so big, we will do several PRs on the same ticket. Remember to add the ticket. I shouldn't say that, but then it forgets. Do the project as explained in Load MD. All right. So in the ticket, so you give the context. Oh, that's a new ticket. Okay. Complete Italian localization for app screen and strings. Following the successful proof of concept for 429, this ticket will complete the Italian localization for the entire budget pilot UI app. This involves translating all user-facing string across all screens and UI elements to provide scope, translate or encode the string, updated those screens, translate navigation elements, menu and dialog, translate from label, buttons, and validation, translate error message, and user feedback. Yeah, there is a lot. Translation screen, budget screen, account management, profile and settings screen, income expense firm and dialog. Okay. Auto scope, web interface translation. Yeah, we probably won't do that. Backend Firebase, maybe much later. Translation, the language beyond Italian. Okay, pluralization rules. All user-facing strings in a Flutter app are extracted and completely Italian translation provider. All screens, technical depth. What is it? No, it's not that. Follow. Okay, okay. Vabbè, that's it. So proceed the ticket. Yeah, please. To the project. That's the ticket. Now it's trying to will fail 2, 3 times and then finally change the status. In the meantime, you use token and request. Good, so we can see the limit. I would like to fail so I know how many I can shoot. I think it's much more than 1559. Probably 300, 400, which I probably won't be able to do in the time. Maybe I can, but so I use 2 hours. I can do double that then at least, maybe more. Let's see when I get hungry too. No, or not. 12 p.m. now. Come on, you can do it. This time it will work. And I also said, the instruction on how to do this, but I still get confused. This is like a limitation of GLM. .NET will do better here. But, it's persistent and eventually it works. So good enough for me. There you go. This one, 440. Okay, so let's start with the one string, which is in the main drawer. So the main drawer I think I switched the emulator to Italian, did I? I'm not sure. So let's run the app. npm run emulator 2, I think it is. It's written there. Yeah, port 556. That means they start from 554, so 556 and goes even. So because it's used 2 ports, so that's emulator 2, in other words. And this will be long and tedious, I think, but it's good, very good. Let's see if it's yes, it's in Italian. Good. So I have translated one string. What's the proof of concept? Conti. So from the main drawer, they come here. Account is the first thing I translated. The name will stay in English because it's not displayed as user facing. But now I have a name resolver because has to be resolved in real time. So you need this indirection. So for income, we have the same, yeah. Name resolver income. This is probably the most difficult one. Normally, it's just they are just staying this because there is the enum. It makes a little bit more complex. Incomes. Let's go find this function. Static string resolve incomes name, and we copy this for now. Okay. And then we change this to be incomes, which will fail initially, but the getter incomes not defined app localization, try importing the lab. Okay. So maybe just I like I like things compile. That's my weakness. So let's go to add incomes here. Title display. Description is even not good. I think here I shouldn't. I should add the guidance only in English. Otherwise, I have to translate the guidance in every language. I don't think it's a good idea. So I remove that, and here that is not even true. I mean, it is true, but it's not only there. So let me go find the app. It's also in the side drawer. Accounts screen title. We use screen title, if I can spell, is also it's used in multiple places. The dots, the full stop here, no need. Otherwise, I have to add full stops everywhere. Okay, great. So basically, it means if I want to add incomes, just add it like that. I think this syntax rather strange. At incomes quotes, and then he wants column, and then he wants brace, and then he wants a description, which we copy for now, and it is incomes game title. Great. Now it's done. So as I go here in the main drawer, no, in the menu options, I should be able already to use incomes. And then it's not. It's not. So let's try this. If I relaunch the emulator, one of the things that it does is rebuilding the files. Ah, there is an error in the file. Okay. Does he want trailing comma? I don't think that's the error. No trailing comma there, no trailing comma there. Ah, the Italian one is wrong. Let's see what I did. Ah, the trailing comma is not welcome there. Yeah. I think that's the issue. Right, now it works. Maybe VS Code compiles this automatically. I don't know. We'll see in the next one. But now it works. I didn't provide a translation yet, but it you don't need to. Now one in translated message. Yep, cool. There are other issues like maybe I want to fail the CI if there is untranslated, maybe not. But what I want to check. That's not the issue now. What I want to check right now is just does the fallback open work? So I'm in Italian and I see incomes correctly. Yep, because it's not translated yet. So I'm gonna copy here and add here just the string with no explanation because the explanation without training comma um, are here. Okay, but it's not translated yet. So now we're gonna check here. I've added, I've added incomes translation. Ah, I just realized I translated only the main drawer, but with the menu option. But I also have to put this probably in other places, but also to income list screen. So all that I need to do is this. This will generate the screen, the string, and here as the title. As simple as that. So I just need to import. And so now it's complaining that it's a constant expression. So just to remove the const here. And now it's not a constant anymore because it changed according to the language. But it's done. And you know what? I can do one step further and check where I use incomes across the board. Did I use in more places as a string? Yes, I did as a string. Ah, no, no, this is the files. Let's try single quotes. Yeah, that's the name. That's not to be translated. And the other one was accounts. I checked that too. So only there. Uh, this assertion will work only for English. That's where we run the test anyway, should be fine. Let's try double quotes just to be sure. Yeah, let's find the file, the translation files. All right, so that's it. We don't have any other um, cases to translate for this. I've added income translation. Can you double check my work? There was one thing. The other thing is and create the first branch for issue 440. We will add more translations in this branch as a very minimum all the main drawer. Ah, I didn't translate incomes yet to Italian given the word and but but probably much more and the context in which is used. What is a good translation? I'm adding conflating a lot of things. Translation for it. I have two questions at least, maybe three. Yeah, three. One to check the code, two to add the branch, create a branch, and three to check to suggest a translation. No more water. And then it's just the same, more of the same. Check the string, convert, and this is of the main menu. Drawer the hardest one because they are in ARM. But for other one we don't need the callback. We didn't even test if it works yet. So the limit changed to 129. In theory, you are over the limit, but this is based on Claude .NET. But we're not using .NET, we are using GLM. I believe we can probably reach 400 and still be good. I don't think we'll have time. So this is the light subscription. It's so good. It's enough. This is also not to be considered because it's based on Sonnet. We just want to see what is the limit. Based on messages, maybe we should look at tokens as well. If I reach the limit, I will take a snapshot of how we exceed the limit, so we'll have an idea. Italian Donuts. Yeah, that's what I didn't want to say. But yeah, we can limit it to that maybe in this PR. Look at incomes. Yeah, Italian translation. Entrate. Yeah, euros redditi. Yeah, entrate. So, oh yeah, thank you. I was doing the edit, but do it for me. Fantastic. So we can double check. Is that in the other ones? Oh wow. Okay, I didn't ask you, but I'm happy with that. Entrate, budget, supporto, informazioni. Oh my God, that's so good. Now it says resolve budget name. And we can make it mandatory. No, we can't because there are more cases. And then we can do also the screen titles. Resolve about name. So now he's adding all the resolver first, and then we create the functions. And there's the function. Budget support about. It looks good. That's what I would have done. Same. So here you go. They don't work, but they will rebuild soon by doing that. I just want to double check this. If I save this, let's do a change and then save. Does VS Code generate them? No. So this is the generation. Flutter gen generates the generated files and should resolve the errors. Analyze. Yeah, they're all good. Do the Flutter analyze. And we do a hot reload, maybe enough. We should be able to see all the translations. Or we don't. Oh yes. Conti, entrate, budget, supporto, informazioni. So budget is already budget, yeah. Probably. Yeah. Yep. Alright. That stays in English, but because it's in common use and it's clearer, yeah. What happens? Avvio del telefono. I don't know why it restarted. It crashed. Ah, it crashed. Look at that. All right, let's restart. Let's go back to GLM. Okay, I want to do a build. Let's go ahead along with it. We are almost at 160 messages, no problem at all. Burn rate super high. Win theory spent $4.75. We already got the £9, $9 cost. We're already over the half of the $9 cost for the quarter in 2 hours and 15 minutes of usage. It's so good, and the quality is so good. What not to love GLM? It will succeed. What did he do? Buttons, common strings. Ooh, right. That's a good idea. It will be absolutely everywhere. Aggiungi, modifica, elimina, salva, annulla, correct? Then we have to wrap the PR because it's already big. It will be absolutely everywhere. This. I know, maybe it's kind of factored in the cancel button. Generated. Good. Analyze. Good. Let's start to use them. Add. Excuse me, I did the translation, but you're not using them, so what? Ah, okay, that's very good. Oh, it's committee already? That's good, that's the title. Because the title was not done yet. Yeah, it is done. I'm confused. Ah, loader? No, that's the income list screen. Oh, it's perhaps checking all the changes that have been done. Ah, no, no, no. He knew that is unexpected, and then he checked that. What did you change? Because I did that change. And says that's actually a good change. So the income list string are using the localized string for incomes instead of a hard copied string. I was confused about that, but now I understand. No, it's not automatic. I did it, but whatever you want to believe, mate, it doesn't matter. Let me commit these changes. Yeah, you added a translation, but you didn't use them. You can commit, fine. Yeah, so we can see the diff, smaller diff for the next commit. We can check. We need another shell, isn't it? One, because I have several folders in case I want to run agents, like at the same time. But most of the time I don't do it because I want to focus on one thing. I can focus on one thing. At a time I get confused. Right, so I can check a git log FMP for the previous changes. Yeah. So the only thing is now we added those strings, but we are not using them. So the main drawer is fully translated through the options. This is another, not related to the main drawer. Yeah, there is DB Explorer, but that's just for debug. It's not showing to the users. So that's very good call. I wasn't translated. No need at all. It's only shown to me. Uh, we're gonna check the screens now. So accounts, we know it's good, but we just go systematically anyway. So account list, correct, and the title is here, and it does that. Let's copy this because we'll need it. I don't think we need this space. Let's go to the next screen. Incomes. So we just concentrate on the titles now. I know there might be more copy, but I don't care now. We just do systematically. That's ah, it's used in line here. That's actually a good idea. Probably after because yeah, after it will be better to have a variable, but for now, because it's used only once, it totally makes sense to do this way. So we do what makes sense now, and then we update. Okay, so let's going back to the main drawer. We got the budget list screen. Come on. All right. Where's the build? I don't like the build method down there. It would be better to be on top. But anyway, I'm not changing too much. So I need to import app localization. Ah, constant. Okay. Remove the constant expression and it's translated. We keep on following this as a guidance and support screen. Let's check. Let's find for the build method. There. Import. Quick fix. Import. Good is already not constant, so that works. Close. This login doesn't need to be translated. This login too. Connecting will need translation. Retry will need translation. Yeah. But for now, we just do the title. So let's go on. Next one is about, which is onboarding. That's why I disconnect. I don't think it has a title at all here. It's just full screen. So there is no about to translate. Only in the side menu. So done. Finish. So let's go do a hot reload. Would be enough, but I'm not sure. Maybe not because of the strings. Hey, yeah, I think the strings are already there. Conti, entrate, budget, support, informazioni. Perfect. Informazioni is the only one that is no translation. This we will do later. Conti, entrate, budget. Support. Alright. Mistakes. It won't work on emulator because it needs an app check token. Fine. So now we added some translations here, very useful, yeah, but we never used add. So let's find add across the source code. Let's say add. So these are the tests. Don't change. They won't change. This will change. I'm thinking how to do this. So, either we do every time this, or we define a variable. I know that to change to add. I will do import. I think it's used only once, so we keep on using the same principle. Yeah, there are a lot of other translations, but we focus on add only. This is another screen. Did I copy the change? Yeah, if I copy this, it will be easier to paste the whole thing. Just need to do the import. Yeah, it applies some formatting, so there is more changes that I actually did. But okay, and now we go on like this. Easy. Cool. Maybe we should have a type for add. I don't know. I think it will be it's complicating stuff. Let's leave it simple. Okay. Import. That's not related at all. TypeScript, pre-commit hook. No, no, this is not related. Okay, so we've done the translations for add, or not add and translation, but used. And now let's try to do the same. Where is the English? Let's do the same for edit. Good. Oh, let's comment in the test. I don't need to change. In integration test, that's the only one. Allora, let's go slow. So let's first test this add. Aggiungi. Correct. Edit looks a little bit different. Let's do the cancel one instead. First. Yeah, this looks good. Let's do the cancel because they go together. And edit, actually, let's add one budget, groceries. Let's add an expense. We don't have accounts. Let's add an account. Maybe this as well should be account list is empty. Aggiungi. Oh, initial balance. Why can't I type this C? I don't know. Okay. Now we have cash. Now we go to budgets and we add. No, the budget is already there. We add an expense, and the expense will be on cash. whatever, and now we have the expense allocated. No, how to say, added. Oh, and what I want to do is view the expense, edit. There is update instead of editing. It should be edit. No, update is good. Aggiorna in Italian. I just wanted to see what was that. But let's work on the cancel button. The cancel button is only one place, I think. So we skipped. Let's keep this for reference in a file. We don't need that. We don't need that anymore. Yeah, we are doing cancel. Let's do cancel. I think I expect only one place, but I'm wrong already. Look at that. Ah, no, this is the test. We don't need to change the test. Yeah, you go cancel button, only one place. That's fantastic. Unfortunately, I lost my, there you go, my copy buffer. On cancel button, we're gonna fix that, and this will fix everywhere in the app. Cancel. And now we're gonna import. It's not a constant anymore, and that's fixed. So if I do a hot reload, then it should work in this case because we didn't change translation. If we change translation, we cannot do a hot reload. Annulla. Good, very good. So cancel is done. Let's get rid of it. Save. Yeah, save looks easy. So no test change, but this is a change. I think it's called save. Let's see. Yeah, save. Ah, that's a test. I got confused. Um, this one we have to change it. I don't even know if those are used consistently. Save, update. What's the difference? I'm not sure. It should be create and update. No, save. Maybe I need to also think about that. I know save is good. Yeah, maybe. Because that's recurring allocation goes over. And that's a test. So these two are tests, so it's done. So we can delete save. Now let's do the delete. We skip test, 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 test. No, that's not related. Uh, this is actually something to translate. Delete. We need to import. We format. And we go on like this. Then we wrap up this feature. Delete. That's different. And we're gonna see this. Let's keep this for now. Transaction. Yeah, that's to be translated. Delete. Should have copied it, but Just need to import. No, no, nothing else. So um, the problem is this menu there. We also skipped more things. I want to see where it's used, but that's not helping. So let's say I type this delete account, test, that's function. That's this one. Yeah. So here is where we have to add the resolver. A bit annoying, man. Let's see if we have more easy stuff to do first. Modifica. I don't know. Update. No, that's fast file. No translation there. Test, test, query builder. No. Ah, this one. Yep, definitely. Update. Ooh. Oh, it's edit. Edit is update. Hold on, I'm confused. Where are the translations? No, it is edit. So the reality is we don't have update. No, yeah. So the best thing to do here is to undo. What? Oh, this was not the one. Redo. Redo once more. It just not was not in the file. I thought I was. Oh, that's the one. Okay. There I have to undo. Okay, we found it. Close others. So the one is edit. Let's tackle that one. No update, edit. Test, test, test. Uh, edit transact. That was the option. Where is if I search for menu option dot? No, that was wrong. It's not used. It's not used. Yeah, it's not used. Delete. What? Maybe I used them before and then I. Okay, this one is used. So we're gonna check all the other. Oh, we do that now. Let's go systematically. I know all of these menu option are used. We already checked that. Let's go systematically on that. Double check that this is necessary. Okay, and then we go translate them once we know that we are used somewhere. Yeah, I see the problem. That's good. It's a good way to do it. Yeah, cool. Aha. Who knows why some are not used? But there you go. Because maybe initially I was planning a menu option and instead I put just a button inside. There you go. Ooh. No, 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 no. That's because of the semicolon. Oh, it's not used. I know it is used. There you go. Okay. S- Comma. Ooh. And semicolon. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So, okay, so account model uses model from menu option delete account, for example. Yeah, delete this thing where the text is then resolved by my dialogues. Why did this so complicated? Yeah? My dialogue. Ah, review profile copy goal is done. We should change the goal to Italian translation, which currently, which which currently uses for the title. Can you update it to use the resolver so we can add the translation for delete account first and later for the other options? Now we can see the issue, use name directly instead of using the resolver function. Pull back on name, correct. No, I don't understand. Hold on. From option menu option, build context, menu option, display name. Let's see how it works. I choose the right resolver and call it. So now we need to pass context everywhere, unfortunately. Context should be before account. Oh, is adding more translations. I wanted to focus on the existing ones. Transaction, transfer from, rename menu option, delete menu option. Wait a sec, we already have delete, didn't we? I got a headache. Yeah, we already have delete. We already have delete done and it twice. You're absolutely right. We already have delete. Let me add the translation. That's why here transaction menu option. Yes, for this, but probably we can use in other um, cases. So that's a bit annoying. Those texts have to be changed, most probably. Okay, so here's adding the name resolvers. Yeah, this is the most annoying part with the resolver. Everything else doesn't need it. I wonder if this is can be simplified. I'm not sure how. It's out updating according to what it sees as the limit by trial and error. Okay, now it's used in other places. So that's good. If we pass the context, probably we don't need to pass the navigator because we can get the navigator from the context. I mean, let's finish this to make it compile first, then we'll delve into it. Rinomina, aggiungi spesa, visualizza spese, aggiungi allocazione, ok, allocazione ricorrente. Good. Let's see how the, okay, now we have the resolvers everywhere. And now we define the resolvers. Any other errors? Yep, that's fine. Go fix them. Budget list. Model menu by budget. Yeah, it does. It did the other one by currency. I think now that's on the by budget. Nice. But we can improve this code by removing navigator state, putting context before. Unfortunately, it would be a lot of changes, but I think worth it. Okay. Now we accept everything. Ah, there you go. Now it's 209 already. And we can keep on going. Wow, the light is so good. Does a full build. Then that's where we use GPT-5. We'll ask to review the whole PR. That makes a lot of sense. But this, it looks like GLM is in its element for this kind of changes. No problem. Yeah, we can do better. We can do better with this. Yeah, commit. Yeah, there's a bit of formatting on save. I should have saved before, but never mind. We do more changes now. Name resolver is a new one. Now everything has a resolver. Great. Means we are through. Except the DB Explorer, but we're not translating that. That's fine. Now, if we check my dialogues, okay. But by the way, I have an idea. I mean, I just said to not add the resolver for DB Explorer, but because it's the only one that doesn't have the resolver, and that's the only reason why we need to keep the resolver nullable. I think it's better to make it non-nullable. Yeah. And thus make it required because it's non-nullable. Yep. These are named arguments, so I can reorganize in the order I want. I put all the required first. And now we have only one problem to resolve, which is this one. And if we want, what's name resolver look like? Ah, we don't need that anymore because now it's mandatory. Yeah, there's a context. We can do it in line. It returns a string, isn't it? No translation needed. What did I do wrong? Arguments must be a constant expression. Where is the constant? Ah, okay. We need really the external function. We don't need translation. We can hard code it. This is so static thing. We can make it non-nullable, so it's worth it. VB. Okay. Okay. This was one thing. The other thing was, I think, here in my dialogues, where I was not happy about my context. Every time I see a nullable element, I gotta think, why is it nullable? What I can do is, oh, the problem view, that code. Ah, yes. What? I'm not totally sure on it. Ah, because now name resolver is always present. Yeah, so we make it better. Every time I see an nullable element, I think, can it be non-nullable? So let's try. Uh, let's do this. I want to be able to go back in case I make a mess. So for now, comment. So we can remove this condition because context is always non-null. So there is no fallback to name. And no problem. So that was even unused. Oops, I did some mistake. Yeah, the column. Okay, much better, much better. So now we have menu option and context. And now this is where the navigator is used, which is done like that. So I can get rid of the navigator. Hold on. Let's start to commit this. Can you check the changes I've done and commit? Let's explain that the DB Explorer does not need to be translated because it's for debug only. However, providing a resolver for it allowed to remove nullables. KSP. Okay, that's enough. So I was going to say, so it's good, but you cannot figure that out. So it's a good change. I will review your changes and commit them. Let me check what you modified. Then let's get rid of the navigator state. The next step is this, because already passing the context, there is no need to pass the navigator because we can move this down here and get rid of the parameter. Okay, oh, maybe, let's go back first. Okay, so let's check the review. New improvements made, eliminated nullables, change resolver, simplify display name, added display resolver, type safety. Okay, perfect. Git add, commit. Okay, let's do the next change. The next change is, let's wait a second. This is the pre-commit hook, running test and stuff. It takes some time, but it's really worth it. So we catch things early. Okay, no issues found. And using tokens, okay. It's committed, okay. Ooh. So in here, we said, let's get rid of the navigator and we can derive it like that. So here we get rid of navigator. I like context to be passed earlier. disorder. We don't need to derive a navigator here. We can swap this. Okay. Let's see what other, did we break anything else? No? But we have the same thing here. Not really. No, that's different. Modal menu by currency. Okay, there is modal menu by budget, which probably have the same thing. Menu there. There you go. Passing the navigator, we can simplify that. Remove this. It's used only here, so it just only makes sense. Delete navigator. Okay. Yeah, a lot of reformatting. And now the build context before for consistency. So it's like normally do the infrastructure params before and then the actual parameters after. I do this across the code base for the most part. So when I spot opportunities to uniform, I do. Yeah, I like it. I've done another set of changes. Please please review, commit, and push. Then we start the emulator. Let's see if it still work. Come on, where is it? npm run emulator 2. Hey, cannot type 2. Okay. Today I no sleep. Yeah, yesterday I was not in a good state. Flutter analyze. Simplified method signature, eliminate the unnecessary parameter passing, improve code organization, reduce parameter coupling, better readability. Yep, I'm happy to. I'm happy to. That's a good change. Commit. Yeah, there is a lot still to translate, but we've done quite a good start. Maybe we can go on with all the titles because yeah, here every screen have a title. I don't like the icon here. I might either remove it, put it on the right, or put it on the left. And the left is doubles on the back icon, so it doesn't. Maybe the most logical thing is to remove it. It's just visual clutter. I like the, they give some, in which area you are because of this icon. But maybe it's time to let it go and simplify. Yeah, give a push. Now it's time to wake up Codex. Codex high. We didn't do anything yet. Let's check our PR. Ah, okay, hold on. We also need the ticket. So 440. And we want to check the PR. Reload actions. There will be like several running, huh? No, no. We didn't create a PR yet, right? Oh, yeah. That's why. That's good. Um, Cool. Can you review all the changes in this branch compared to main and see if it's we are in a good state, if it's good enough to create a first PR. Let's say for GLM. I was saying, oh, let Codex review the PR, but there's no PR yet, so we have to create PR first. Uh, let's let GLM spot any issues first. We use GPT only for the refinement. Expensive model, or more expensive than GLM. That's doing a build. Okay. Overkill. I know it works. Let's see if I'm, lose face already. I really think it works. Yeah, built. How many days will it take to do the Italian translations? I bet by the end of the week, including Sunday, I'm done with them. But let's see, or maybe even earlier. But I cannot bet on it. I think the end of the week looks like a good timeline. There will be also some complication for all the messages that have numbers in them. So we'll have to figure out how to do that. No, they are just simple string translations. All right, so a lot of it's good. Okay, create SPR. Remaining for future PR core experience 90% complete. That is like so not true. I copy this as a suggestion, for like focused PRs. Let's create a PR. See, every time he thinks, oh, you finished the creating. No, I didn't. The light, the light plan is so good, man. There's no light at all. It should be not called light. It should be called plus. It's not fair to call it light. Where is it here? Light. Subscribe today. Very happy. Ah, you can change plan is the new thing. Yeah. Your current plan, you can upgrade if you want, but no need. Renews at $18. Very good. So how is this PR going? Okay. Always too many details there, but and I already said in the Cloud MD, keep it brief, brief. But cannot fight all the time. We need to move on. Focus on what's important. Okay, checking the PR. So if I reload, I should see the PR. We can uh, So nice. Okay, we can have a look. How many lines? 248. Let's review. Including translations. Yeah, so good that we didn't put any more the description in Italian. Otherwise, it gets mad. It's already here. We're not translating those. Just like checking the translation. Oh, by the way, the bills that we done before, yeah, it passed, and yeah, it's deployed. Everything is good. Go back to the PR, which it was here. That's I'm not happy about that. Modal option from menu option. We want the context first. Let's go fix that. That's also modal option. Why I cannot see from context option? Hold on. From menu option. Yeah, context. Okay. Yeah, so we've changed this. We will open the health gates because it's used so many places. But yeah, consistency is important. Maybe it's not too bad. Okay, 24 powers. Hold on. Yeah, I just wanted to check. When I'm using context for, yeah, there for display name. Yeah, it's calling the function name resolver. We cannot pass. Can we pass context the build time? No, because the enum is created. It's created here. No, so it's good, but okay. Right, we want to do it, so let's do it. Is 24 times, it's not that bad. And 18 already. Now we can just be guided by the arrows. What is a quick fix? Let's check. No, cast, no. Quick fix, not smart enough there. Yeah, I could ask the AI to do it, but I can do it. Keep me grounded. Keeps me grounded to do something. We're down already to only 5 errors, 4 errors. It's fantastic. Yeah, so when you start, you feel lazy, but it's not that hard. Done. Oh, that was quick, 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 quick. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what to ask. I have also moved context first in the param list for consistency. No need to say other because things because you will see in the diff. Please check and commit and push. Finally, we can ask GPT. In the meantime, it's reviewing. Okay. Yeah. Consistent parameter order, Flutter convention compliance. First parameter, Flutter widget best practices. Yeah. So I didn't, and it's not even my code base. It's just a general Flutter rule. I didn't even think about that, but that's good. Even more reinforced. That's a good change. So in the meantime, let's say I get the PR name number for one, and let's say, can you please review the code in the current branch, which is also captured in PR domain. So instead of saying in a PR, in PR number 441, I cannot. Comment. Domain, targeting main, whatever. And now we give the ticket, push first. And described in title for 440. Yeah. Yeah, do a check. This is PR towards one of the PRs, one of the PRs was a ticket 440 not completing the issue. Can you check if everything is good, consistent, and we updated everywhere correctly, and also if the descriptions in close some files first. Up and RB are good because maybe they are not, because they are based only on one occurrences. Up. Oh, I cannot. I had to go here and copy relative path. There. Good. Yeah, that's it. So that's the prompt for ChatGPT. Let's go to see what happened. A significant contribution, a great quality. Yeah, so good. Okay, 255 messages, no problem. Go, ChatGPT, do your job. In the meantime, let's check here the actions. I think we can kill the previous commit. Well, I know it already failed. So we will have to, oh, we have to fix that first. Matrix problem. Mm, okay. You should have asked that first, but let's start. So let's wait for GPT. GPT will also fix those issues later. Let's give GPT a chance to review what I already asked to review. It's doing the show origin, but I told the local code is same. So it's doing the diff. Okay, fine, fair enough. Diff to main, that's fine. Mhm. Good job. He's looking for untranslated string. That's the same thing I did myself, but I might have missed stuff because don't know if I did for every string. But if you do only for those three, not sure. Yeah, you should do for every string, isn't it? Anyway, as well, I will use the app in Italian and I will see myself, spot one by one. This is untranslated. Now there are so many that. So what was the next thing? The next thing to do was the Flutter failure, matrix failure. Yeah. Okay. Which should be failed in the next PR, or they are going to be, there you go, failed. Okay, we'll let this go. No need, because we'll change the code, so we'll have to run again. So we can cancel that workflow. The errors are exactly the same, obviously, because we didn't do anything. Just wait for this to finish. Wow, that is a big change, man. A big review. See, this was the usage of Codex GPT. Okay, I don't want to run out of credit on GPT. 5, 7, 8, 9. I think I ran out of credit only once here, this big gap. And it already was in fallback. So I think it was towards the end of the credit. And now it's not. So I think I'm good. Oh, it's still reviewing, man. Okay, take your time, take your time. What we want to do is a good job. If we have to wait 5 minutes, it's not an issue. It's already almost 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 20 seconds. There you go. And we consistent casting, notices some mentals time they might be deliberate. Okay, if you find issues, that's great. That's why I'm asking you to review the test. The test should not be translated. Yeah, we'll execute test only in English and integration test. We're over 5 minutes. Yeah, marshmallow. We start the aircon soon. No, it's not. Still, 30 degrees in the room. I feel good with the fan. 20 minutes, we start the aircon, marshmallow. You good? Okay. Where are your comments? Oh, we found one, yeah. Yep. That's untranslated, looks like. Good. Ah, no, no, it's search that. It didn't mean it found it. Okay. Let's see. It's a really thorough check, it checks so many things. Imagine checking this by hand. It would take 1 hour, not 5 minutes or six. 244 was for the last day. If we reload, 298. If we start to go over 5, I start to get worried about being cut off. Okay, there you go. No, 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 that's not correct. Okay. Missing localization delegates in test. No, no need. Rename form still circle to English. Rename, okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Now rename form. Yep. Mm, what was where we used, for example, we used it in the screen account list screen. Yeah, for the title. There you go. We copy that. And we use the rename string. Okay, that's a good finding. One is fixed. Yeah, I'm not doing the non-blocking. Rename form 53 or 54, whatever. Yeah, we've done that. And this one, rename form for budget 50. Let's copy this. And let's look for rename. There. Excellent. Consider swapping this. Yeah. Solve a hook in the localized strings and rattle in the description. Read clearly. Once the test pick up, okay. Missing localization delegate in test. Now call. Uh, ah, I see what you're saying. These are delegates in those tests or provide a fallback. Uh, so I think this might be a problem as you say. Let me copy this. Let's put it into Z for later. So what I'm gonna do is I misread that. I misunderstood it. I thought it was saying you need to put the translation in the test, but what it says it said you need to delegate. I'm not totally convinced that's the case, but let's start to fix the this build the budget menu option in menu by budget maintainability index 49. Let's give a check. What was the meta name? Build budget menu options. No, what are you talking about? This shouldn't be an issue. This is totally straightforward. I'm not happy about this. Ah, let's talk to. However, it does not feel fair because it's a straightforward method. What do you think? Should we include it? Okay, please just do the refactoring. No need to create a snippet and show me. Okay, disagree with me. That's fine. Let's see what you can do. Mhm. Create an helper method builder option. Uh, that looks good actually. Uh, oh, it's inside. It's in a function. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. Well done. Will be enough. I don't know, but it looks good. What about this one? Long method. Modal menu by budget. What's the method that is long? Long method. This method it doesn't say which method is long. Is it? Does it? This is the line of code. 22. Okay. Oh. Oh, it was the same. So now it's told both. Okay. Um, Commit and push. So now we're on the GPT. I should have asked GLM, but anyway, too late. Uh, Come on, just come here and push. What are you looking at? You did the changes. So annoying. Yes, add. Okay, all added. And let's do this commit. Commit. Let's do this push. Let's talk to GLM. I've done some more changes and committed. Keep GLM busy. Push. So this will trigger a build. This time it should pass. And we'll see if it's true what it says about the test. If it's true, the test will fail. If it's not, we can argue back. GLM is checking. Good. Let Codex rest. Checking the changes that we just made. And we get some more praise, I guess. 3 hours, yeah. We'll take a break soon. Okay, excellent. Yeah, that's a praise. Code quality, before, after, result, repetition, identical structure, 40 line reduced to 16 lines, and much more readable. Account rename, budget rename form. Yep. Result, use Italian user will see rinomina instead of rename. Improve readability, better readability, complete localization, view the PR. Okay, PR is even more polished with your latest refinement, total commit, commit, excellent commit history. We're gonna squash. So. Addition 250 lines, net improvement from code reduction. Okay, minus 115 lines, significant code cleanup. That is just changes. If you have to praise every single thing, I don't know, status, fully up to date, evolution of excellence. The peer, oh, okay, let's get it. Let's get the praise. Let's feel good with ourselves. That's good. The PR shows a beautiful 6 commit progression. You know what? There is something that I should have done when I was working. That I commit the PR and I say all the things are wrong. Should have added some praise. Good learning lesson. The PR shows Italian foundation, model localization, type safety, API simplification, parameter consistent, code refinement, outstanding quality. I got a cup. 6 commit analysis, code reduction, DIY, helper function pattern, complete localization, exceptional software coverage. Comprehensive Italian localization, not really. We still have a lot to do. Complete user-facing coverage, architecture, excellence, code quality, DRI, best practice. I know, I'm happy with the change. Yeah. Maybe not as happy as you are, GLM, but yeah, I'm happy. Okay, so Flutter checks fail. So excellent that it fails. Maybe it's what GPT was saying about the delegates. Let's see. Where is the failure? Where is the failure? Why is it so difficult to find? Ah, found some. That's a unit test, and it says default active is no on for new. What test is this? Recurring log string. Okay, is on for new rule. Saving sets next run failure. Exception. Let's see what the exception was. Localization scope. Null check operator use on a null value. Okay. Recurring unlock screen. Dart line 18. Let me close everything. And let's open that file. 18. Mhm. Ah, budget is null. Okay, so what we're gonna do is run this test in the IDE. Let's use only this test. This one. Why suddenly this failed? It doesn't even look related to translations. It doesn't. That's strange. So let's run all the tests in this files in this file. Ooh. Okay. And go to test. Let's run only one test. Pump widget should pass the context, right? So um what's actually going on? It does pass a budget. There you go. Why is it no? So now we can put a breakpoint, one breakpoint here after the argument is resolved. And let's start with that. And instead of run, we go debug. Then we put more breakpoints if it is needed, but let's check one thing. So argument is should be the budget, and it is. So if argument is of type budget, returns the argument. Actually, just one, maybe. In general, it can be more than one, but in this case, it's one. So, how do we do a step here? Step over. Where does it fail? Recurring allocation is not even translated. Where is it failing? Ah, in the body. In the body, it fails when you create this body, right? Which is another widget. Okay, let's keep over, let it fail. We didn't get there yet. Or did we? Yes, we did. Yeah, we're in the framework now, so we have to let it go. Ah, okay, that's where the exception is. So that's exactly what GPT said about the delegate not initialized. Yeah, too good. That's exactly the test that fails. Is it exactly the test that fails? Screen test. Yeah, it is. Such a good. Uh, can let's try with GLM. Actually, we have a problem. Can you fix this issue? Column, and we give the GPT assessment. It looks like perfect. Now we understand it. And the problem is it has to be fixed in more than one test, most probably. but let's start with one. And then we can see if it can be somehow factorized. This is a critical issue that needs to be fixed. The localization change broke existing tests because they don't have the app localization delegate set up. Let me fix this by adding the necessary localization set up to the affected test. I can see the issue. The test builds a material app without app localization delegates. There would be so many, man. We can fix only the broken test, and they will break more as we add more translations. I think it's good. Let's see what the change is. I think it's just in the setup you have to pass a delegate in the setup of the material app. What's this failure? I ran the test, I think, yeah? No, something else happened. What did he do? Yeah, he tried to run the test. No changes yet. As expected, just double checking. And here we are 270 messages still going strong. And it means we can go without hitting the limit, because it's 1 hour and they reset. I'm pretty confident. Okay, so import app localization dart, and then I just pass to the material app as delegate. I think that's it. One line change plus the import. Okay, two lines change. Localizations delegate and supported locales. That's incorrect. Okay, that's that. Actually, that's almost correct, but supported locales is actually, I'd say actually too much. Supported locales, remove the action, should use country. Is it in SQL? Maybe it's the wrong. Yeah, maybe it's in the wrong place, but that one, list locales, because we still support more locales even when we don't have translation. Example, ENGB versus EN US, etc. And also, don't know the A was typo. I was too much in a hurry. Anyway, that's good. No problem. Yeah, that's a two lines change, and then the test should pass. Just use these locales. Maybe I should rename it to supported locales. Yep, importing country. So he sided with me. Correct. Maybe I should rename it, but maybe it should not be in SQL necessarily, or maybe this method should be somewhere else. But this is like enough for now. This is one test. Now we'll run all the tests. So there, GLM was good. It didn't spot the issue in the first place. Only GPT spot the issue. But for fixing, GLM is good enough. So that's the pose and exception. We can kill this one. Stop. So using more models at the same time makes total sense. Expensive model and cheap model. And this you keep the cost down. Now it's £20, $20 for GPT and 9 divided by 3 and $3 per month for GLM. It's such a good value. Maybe I want to even tweet about it. I should start tweet a little bit more. I'm not tweeting at all, so maybe I should start. Is it still called tweeting or Xing? Sexting. You call it nowadays on X. Okay, run the test. Pass. Okay. We should run all the tests. Let's run all the tests. I think there might be some failures still. There should be, but let's see. Yeah. I think that was failure. Let's see. Let's wait for the report at the end. No, oh, everything passed. So that was checking the exception. This thread. Yeah, when provider fails, so that's okay. So we just commit and push. It doesn't recognize GLM. Yeah, we are good, mate. We are good. 2 p.m. Not hungry yet, but I will take a break. One more question is, do we need to do the same for integration test? Question mark or not? Probably no, because we create the app itself using the normal flow, right? Integration test. But worth asking. Yeah. What are you doing? All the tests pass. What are you doing? Yeah, they do. Yeah, commit and push. Good idea. Good idea. Now the test will run again in CI. Everything should be good now. And then we can test, enjoy the app with the translations. Very partial work, but good progress. The linter fix the import ordering. Okay, yeah, that's true. Okay, all tests passed. Report compact. I think we should do that in the CI. Hmm. See what are we doing on CI? No, I'm getting sidetracked. It's okay. We're doing this later on. Yes, checking the plugin. This should be running now. Ah, so the E2E test failed. Maybe this is the same issue then. Let's check. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. No, this is different issue. Just it's trying to find escape, but it's already inside the app because there is some data in the app. So this will automatically resolve on the next execution. I removed the device swipe, and the reason is I had other issues that now I don't remember. Maybe I should reintroduce it. Now they're using the physical phone. I think the wipe had, or for the app itself, I had some problem on the emulator. Okay. Um, so what about E2E tests? Are they good already with the localization delegate? Ready for Italian use. This is always too optimistic. We have done like 5% of the work. How can it be ready? This will take so much time. Where are you running them? It will tell which device. We are connected at least 3 devices, I think. Let me check. So I think don't run them. Um, let's say E2E is already running in CI. Let's wait for them then. Them then. Yeah, there you go. That's where it's starting. You're absolutely right. Since the E2 tests are already running CI, we should wait to see if they pass with our localizations change. This is a much better approach, running them locally, which can be time consuming and might not be accurately reflected the CI environment. The E2 test will be automatic validation since they run against the actual app, not the test harness. They will use the real budget app configuration. That's why we don't need the delegate, which already have the app location delegates property setup. So okay, that's the answer. Let me check the current CI status for API. Yeah, well, it's in progress. Okay, Flutter checks passed. That's a good progress. This is being run. Ah, no check success, Flutter success, but the budget it is test in progress, main test, queued. Great news. Then our Flutter check passed, and then it is running. Yep. Let's up so everything is good. Okay, so let's wrap it here. I'll take a break. Good progress. I'm so happy to work with the translations now. And yeah, let's go on. I think the app is I it's the app is ready and it's always I want to add one more thing. I want to add one more thing, and I never launch. Maybe it's time to. I want to finish these translations, but maybe waited for 1 year, 1 week less or more doesn't matter, but we are there. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye.